Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Welcome to the Daily Comb. I'm Tamara Levitt, and today we'll be talking about failure.
Workout complete.
So at some point you have to decide to invest in yourself as the founder, not just continuously invest in the business.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, thank you. Amigos. Someone in the comments asked how to get users for my startup. So I'm going to jump into my computer now and I'm going to show you 3 practical things that I did. You can call them hacks. These are the things that I did when I was starting Footy Amigo that really helped me get hundreds of users on the waiting list begging to sign up and begging to pay, even though we haven't written a single line of code. So let me show you these hacks. Welcome to my screen, guys. I'm going to walk you through the 3 hacks to get hundreds of users and customers for your startup even before you launch. So here are some screenshots I took back in 2021 when I was building Footy Amigo before the platform was even ready to be launched. I had a lot of people asking, how can I sign up? Where can I sign up? From different parts of the world. We have Russia, Ireland. I don't know this flag, guys. Put a comment if you do. France, Turkey, the UK, Nigeria, South Africa, Italy, USA, people from all over the world asking, how can I sign up? I'm trying to sign up. It's not going through. How can I do it? So the 3 hacks that I put in place to get such interest even before we launched is these 3 hacks. And the first one is FITYMI, GCBC, and the last one is ATP. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to explain them. They're so simple to understand. Let's go into the first one now. So the first hack is the FITYMI, and that basically stands for fake it till you make it. So let me explain what I mean by that. So when you're building your platform and your startup, it might take 6 months plus to actually build a product that people can use. Now, depending on the complexity of your platform, it might be shorter or longer, but let's just assume it's going to take 6 months plus. Now, during the time when you're doing the UI and the UX and the front end and the back end, and you're doing all those things to get to the final product, you need to actually fake it like the product is ready to be used. And to do that, you need to create the websites of your startup, pretending that people can actually sign up. Let me show you a real life example of that. So this is the Footy Amigo site that I built myself back in 2021 before the platform was actually ready to be used. So people would land on the site and then go through it and say to themselves, okay, this platform has everything that I need to solve my pain point, and they would then click on get started for free. So when they clicked on this, it would take them to the pricing page. So the pricing page contains everything that they need to know about how the platform is going to solve their pain point and everything that they're going to get when they sign up. And they can also see that it's a paid platform, but there is a 7 days free trial. So most people would then click on start your free trial. But the thing is, back then, this button wasn't going anywhere. So people would click on it, but it would not take them to a place to create an account. So they would see a live chat option and they would click on it to complain why this button wasn't working. So they would click on this and then start a live chat and then ask questions like, hello, I'm trying to sign up, it's not working, how can I do it? So the goal of creating a site, even though the platform was not ready, was to see, would people close the tab and go to my competition, or would they start a live chat and complain why they are unable to sign up? Remember, the platform is not free, it is a paid platform. So if I'm trying to sign up and it's not going through, what I would normally do is just close the tab and go to the competition. But if they start a live chat and ask you questions like, why am I trying to sign up and it's not going through? That allows you to, 1, gauge the interest of the people, 2, see how valuable your product is. Because if the product is not valuable, most people will just close the tab and go to the competition. But the reason they are using a live chat is because they don't want to miss out, because the product solves their pain points. Now, I know your next question is, this sounds interesting, but how do I get people to come to my website in the first place? Now, that takes us to the second point. And the second point is GCBC, and that basically just means good cop, bad cop. So let me walk you through what that actually means. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a us versus them type content for all your competition. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do that by showing you a real life example. So this is an example of a us versus them type content created for my competition. Obviously, I'm going to blow out their name because I don't want to put them on blast. And 2, I don't want to give them free juice. But the idea is you're going to create a list of 10 or more competitors and then create a us versus them type content where you compare the competition with what you are providing. And a very important part of your us versus them type contents page is going to be a table such as this, where you compare your product and the competition. And the goal is to list out all the pain points and the needs of the people in the industry that you're creating a startup for, and then compare how your product solves all those needs and the competition doesn't. Obviously, you have to be truthful. If the competition also provides or solves the pain points that you also do, you want to also give them that. But the goal is, if you're creating a very good startup, your startup is meant to solve the exact pain points that people have and also fill in the gap that the competition isn't. So as you can see, it's very clear that my startup provides everything and more that the users need, but the competition doesn't. Let me show you a real life example of that again. When you search on Bounce, you can see that their competition InstaPage is actually creating an us versus them type content, and they're running ads on it. If you go into that page, you can see that they are creating an us versus them type content, and they are pointing out how they stand out and how they solve all the pain points that the users have and the competition doesn't. And they are even going a step further by running marketing and ads to it. So every time you search the competition, they have a us versus them content to get people to see why they should pick them as opposed the competition. So what I've done is I have created the same type us versus them content for all my competition, and you should do the same. So now let's go into the third point. So the third point is ATP, and that basically stands for answer the people. So people are going to be asking questions related to problems that they have, pain points that they have, and your goal is to answer questions related to the pain points and needs of your target audience. And I always use Quora for this because Quora is a platform where people are asking so many questions, and the goal is to go in there and answer those questions and position your startup as a solution to them. Here's a real life example of that. So somebody's asking a question that I know is related to my startup and a need that they're trying to solve. And then I come into the question and I answer it in a very detailed and value-driven way. And then I position my startup as a solution to that. The goal is not to just answer short and then put your link. The goal is to add value and then show how your platform solves that pain point, and at the end you want to then give them a link to actually try your platform out. So that is a way to be able to tap into those early users who are asking questions related to the pain points and needs that your product can actually solve. And if you do those three acts together, you're going to have hundreds of people begging to sign up even before your startup launches. Now let's go back to my face. So those are the three acts that I put in place when I was creating Footy Amigo. Now the beautiful thing is they did not only help me get my first 100 and 1,000 users, but they still get traffic and users till today on autopilot because I have done the hard work in the beginning. So I hope you can try this for your own startup if you're planning to create one, or if you currently have a startup and you're thinking of free ways to get users. Those last two strategies can still be used even though your startup is already in existence. So I hope you gain value from this. Let's continue the vlog.